Shawn Mendes opens up about love.
Taylor Swift throws some major shade at Scooter Braun.
And Kim Kardashian accused of ripping off a major designer brand.
All that and more on today's Daily Hollywood Rundown.
What's up, guys? Welcome to today's episode of the Daily Hollywood Rundown. I'm so excited to be back, Sinead.
Hi, welcome back.
Thanks. I've been away for a little while, guys. I'm Sussan
Living her best life.
Living my
you
best
can
life.
check it out on Instagram. It's kind of amazing.
But I'm back, and this is actually even more amazing. Like, I know that sounds corny, but I actually was so excited to come back to work.
Really?
Yes.
Well, you look so fresh.
Oh, thanks.
I went to Disneyland yesterday for Clevver and filmed a food vlog, and I feel like I am straight up on the verge of a body shutdown. So.
But you look amazing, babe.
Oh, that's a lie, but thank you.
Okay, other than us just giving each other compliments,
Yeah.
We're so happy you're here with us. So thank you. If it's your first time, like I said, I'm Sussan Morad.
I'm Sinead Freeze.
Yes, and if it is your first time here, or if it's not your first time here, you need to subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. A subscribe box is going to pop up somewhere right about now.
Yeah, do it, because we're bringing this show to you every single day. And there's a lot of news to talk about, okay? And if you're wondering, where's Emile? What is Sinead doing? She shouldn't be on DHR.
That's not
yeah,
true.
it's fine, I get it. But Emile's actually going to VidCon today.
Yes, with Drew, which is exciting.
That coverage is coming to you real soon too. And you know, Emile and Drew at VidCon, it's only going to be like gold.
Yes, so subscribe so you keep up to date with all of that. Hit the bell to be notified. Leave us comments because we're going to be talking about so many things like Miley Cyrus today. Like, we've got heaps to get into, so let's just get into it.
Let's just get into it. So Miley Cyrus is actually celebrating her new EP and being the August cover girl of Elle magazine, but she is taking Instagram to share a very sad story. So in a recent series of Instagram posts, Miley posted a video with a caption saying, quote, "Very sad to say, my dear friend Pig Pig has passed away. I will miss you always. Thank you for so many laughs and good times, girl." Miley then went on to post a series of tribute photos of her and Pig Pig, saying how much she's gonna miss her. As for Pig Pig, you guys have definitely seen her before. She graced the cover of, wait for it, Paper magazine, along with Miley back in 2015. And we also know how much Pig Pig means to Miley because she adopted her 5 years ago after the passing of her dog, Floyd, which you guys remember was actually one of the most traumatic things ever. I literally did cry. And she also wrote a song about her late dog, the Floyd song, and it ended up on her album, Miley Cyrus and Her Dead Pets. If there's one thing we know, it's that Miley really does have the biggest heart in the entire world for not only all animals, because she really does, but her own animals are like her children. Don't get it twisted. And I remember when Floyd passed away because I remember hearing about it. I think she was out of town at the time, if I remember correctly. She was staying somewhere else, on the East Coast working or something. Do you remember?
That's not when the bushfires happened. No. That was separate, yeah.
No, but I remember hearing about, and I was like, oh my, Miley's gonna freak out over this. This is gonna be really difficult for her. But it is really, really sad. Whenever you lose a pet, I think anybody who has had a pet or had a pet growing up or whatever, or has pets now, I have dreams sometimes of my pets dying, nightmares.
Yeah,
you know?
It's so scary, but it's a good thing she's got I think there's another 8 dogs,
4 horses, and of course
cats,
her husband.
And Liam, of course, so they will be able to cheer her up and maybe she'll get another pig. So Sinead, at the moment it feels like another day, another Kim Kardashian drama in relation to one of her various products, because she's got so many and I feel like there's just one after the other, after the other, after the other at the moment, and they all seem to do really, really well, which is another story. But anyway, at the moment, she's under some controversy and a bit of she's being dragged essentially for copying a major designer brand. So on this episode of What Kim Kardashian is in Trouble For today, we have a pair of sunglasses that comes from Kim's second capsule collection in collaboration with designer Carolina Lemke. In this case, fashion watchdog and archive experts Diet Prada, if you don't follow them on Instagram, follow them. It's actually a really cool account, was quick to call out that a pair of sunglasses from Kim's collection looks suspiciously like a pair of Emilio Pucci sunglasses that she wore literally last year in August, you guys. In a series of pictures side by side, they wrote, "Hey Kim Kardashian, so it's definitely not cool to use someone else's name and likeness when promoting knockoffs, as evidenced by your win against Misguided. But should it be okay for you to use your own name and likeness to promote them? Lol, funny how these Spring/Summer 17 Emilio Pucci shades you wore in August 2018 ended up in your eyewear collab with Carolina Lemke that launched in April this year. Hypocrisy at its finest." And adding more salt to the injury, as Diet Prada pointed out, it's seriously hypocritical of Kim to knock off a designer, considering she just filed and won a $2.7 million lawsuit this month against women's fast fashion brand Missguided for knocking off clothing that she and her sisters wore. But with one last dig, Emilio Pucci's daughter and deputy chairman of the brand made a subtle comment underneath Diet Prada's post with a blue heart emoji, presumably to represent the love and loyalty to Diet Prada and its claim. Wow, Kim. Okay, so we were just having a look at the pictures and
they are so similar.
They're so similar.
It's just like, it's tough because it's like when, like, there are no set rules that we know of. I'm sure that designers know of the protocol and the rules and basically all the legal.
And just the etiquette in fashion.
The legal etiquette, and totally, because we don't really know all the subtle things. We can usually tell when something's like ripped off. You listen to a song and you're like, ugh, those things are really close. Or you look at sunglasses that are literally almost the exact same. You're like, that's really close, but we don't really actually know what that means. So we hop on and say all of these things. The only thing that makes this seem like there's an actual lawsuit pending, or there might be some legal action that's going to be taken, is because Emilio Pucci's daughter, who is the deputy chairman of the brand, like Sussan said, is writing a blue heart under that, because maybe, like, to me, I read that as like, maybe they're hurt. Like, maybe they're hurt that she did that, because that was a collab that they did with Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, and look, it's not the first time Kim's been in trouble and called out on Diet Prada, particularly with like fashion. But I think the fact that she did wear those particular glasses, if you have a look, you can see we pulled them up earlier, but you can actually see they are almost the exact same pair of sunglasses, and the fact that Kim thinks she could just do it and nobody will notice is just
weird.
Yeah, it's
especially
really, really
since like
weird.
her collab was like a year ago.
Yeah, and the fact that she just had a lawsuit against Missguided and won it because she was preaching these same things that are not okay to do. So I think Kim hasn't actually responded just yet, but I think it might not be the last we hear of it.
Sunglasses are cute though, I'm not gonna lie.
They are cute.
It's a shame they're ripped off, but they're cute because they're cute. All right, well, if you're an Amazon Prime member, are you?
Yes, I am.
too,
I mean,
me too.
like 2 days, 1 day sometimes even. Like, who isn't?
I know. It's honestly the best thing.
It's the best
one
thing
of the
about living in
decisions
America
I've
for
ever
me.
made. But Amazon Prime Day is coming up, and of course, because Amazon is Amazon, they celebrated Amazon Prime Day with a concert which Taylor Swift performed at. No big deal. And of course, the entire world was waiting to see if Taylor would say anything, sing anything, rap anything about her current, you never know, it's Taylor Swift, really.
That's true.
About her current drama with Scooter Braun. And while she didn't explicitly say anything, there is a moment in this concert that we can all, you know, make conclusions about. As you guys already know, Taylor penned that open letter on her Tumblr last week, sharing her feelings on Scooter Braun's recent massive $300 million purchase of all of Taylor's previous songs. That's literally all of Taylor's masters, a sale which she called the worst case scenario among many other things. Now, last night, while performing at Amazon's Prime Day concert, Taylor used the opportunity to seemingly, allegedly, if you will, reply and send a message to Scooter Braun. During her hit Shake It Off, Taylor threw some serious shade by emphasizing a few keywords. You know, about the liars and the dirty, dirty cheats of the world that everyone is convinced now were directed at Scooter.
Just think, while you've been getting down and out about the liars and the dirty, dirty cheats of the world.
Obviously, Twitter really erupted after this, and a lot of fans were pretty sure this was shade. So this one user said, pretty sure she's talking to you, Scooter Braun, as well as we all know who when Taylor Swift yelled saying liars and the dirty, dirty cheats of the world. And if that wasn't enough for you, some eagle-eyed Swifties on Twitter, as well as Elle Magazine, are pretty certain that Taylor has essentially confirmed that the statements are actually, yes, directed at Scooter. So these are the posts that Taylor liked on Tumblr, alluding to the fact that she did emphasize the lyrics, liars and dirty, dirty cheats. And that was from a fan account, so we have to say that too, because really not too many people are reporting on this yet.
Yes.
But also, like, Taylor does not shy away from her feelings, as we know. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is true and if she has been liking some of these posts on Tumblr. Because basically fans are just being like, hey, she said this a little bit differently. With everything that's going on, it wouldn't be surprising if this was for, you know, or towards Scooter or Justin or the whole sitch. And she's basically liking those, which to me sounds like a confirmation, like, yes, you are right, and I was.
Yes,
Thank you.
And we always know as well that Taylor isn't one for naming names. Like, she's said that before in like interviews where she's notorious for not calling out the specific person, but she kind of feels like she holds onto her power by pointing it out but not saying the specific thing. And we know that she's very, very cryptic, but I mean, when I saw this, there was nothing cryptic about it to me. I was like, yeah, I literally got goosebumps. I was like, yes, Taylor, because I was just hanging out to see, is she gonna say anything in response to all the drama that's happened in the last 2 weeks? And when that performance would Shake It Off and she got to that particular point of the song and her whole demeanor changed and her attitude changed and she was just singing along, and then when she got to that part, it was like she was really letting the lies and the dirty, dirty cheats in the world know, and then she went back to singing as like Taylor Swift. So I was just like, it's done. Like, that's basically directed its own abroad. All right, you guys, Sinead, as the story of Shawn and Camilla continues to like literally consume us every day of this last sort of a week, 2 weeks, where I'm on standby for every post, every caption, every appearance. I'm just waiting for like another clue as to what's going on between these two. Are they together? Are they not together? Are they just pretending for the cameras? Are they just getting to know each other? I mean, we just want to know exactly like what is actually going on behind closed doors between these two. And it looks like we have like another crumb to like devour. It's a crumb, but it's given us a perspective, or well, Shawn's giving us his new perspective on love, and he's opening up about how he describes love, and I think there's something in that. So as we reported earlier this week during a recent fan Q&A, Shawn was asked this 2-part question: are you dating Camilla? And if not, will you go out with me? I mean, I would have loved to ask that question too. Shawn was quick to shrug it off with this response to the first part of the question. Now, during another fan Q&A, this time in Glendale, Arizona, a fan asked, quote, why do you think songs and lyrics about heartbreak resonate so much with people who have never experienced it? And since you say you have never experienced love before, do you fear that you are giving people the wrong idea of it? Shawn started his response by saying this.
I just realized something.
Yeah.
Me saying I've never experienced love before is so wrong.
Oh.
Shawn went on to say that love is such a broad term and there's literally so many ways to love, and he went on to give an example of a 4-year-old girl that came to a meet and greet the day before, and he said she hugged him and he was like, quote, I love you, I really do, and that you can, quote, love a squirrel, which is like really funny. Of course, everybody laughed because, oh my God, Shawn is so charming and funny and like he can never do any wrong. And as Shawn continued to expand on his new perspective and views on what love means to him, he then opened up and said this.
For me to always say like I've never experienced love was just a lie. I don't think that's true because love has so many different forms. So no, I don't think I'm giving people the wrong idea. And I think that you could be literally 1 second old and experience love.
Now we can't help but wonder what else is Shawn currently experiencing to make him rethink what he has said about love in the past and what he believes love to be now. One thing for sure, Shawn is very open with his fans and we love that about him. Like I said, it's a crumb, but I think the fact that Shawn is talking about love and rethinking his previous statements about love, and he's opening up about love, and he's obviously got a new perspective about it. I mean, he's obviously going through some things, maybe with Camila Cabello, where he's kind of going, actually, and he said it himself, you know, what he'd said about love before was wrong. And now he's saying this, and love can be this, and love can be that. The fact that he mentioned a squirrel and, you know, loving a 4-year-old girl, I'm thinking maybe was like a bit of a decoy because he realized in the moment, oh, I'm being really open and maybe I'll kind of make this a little bit like cute and funny. But I think he's just so expressive about his feelings, and the fact that he's being so open and expressive about love, I'm just hoping this is just another piece to the puzzle of what's to come.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that he also is the type of person that I feel like if he's doing a Q&A, he wants to make sure that he is trying to answer every question, because we've seen so many times and people get asked uncomfortable questions and they're like, oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
And they don't want to answer it, or they want to move on, or they're just like, no comment. But I feel like he will always try and like think of a thoughtful answer that he would still stand behind.
Yeah.
Even if it's not exactly what they were looking for. But I don't know, I just love him.
You guys, it's time for the final rundown. That was great. That was great.
I got the the drum roll part down.
You did. All right, so I'm going to put run down. Okay, 1.3 minutes on the clock. All right, you guys. So yesterday, photographer Mert Alice posted a picture of Liam Payne, who was like basically naked, and it's kind of the picture you didn't know, like you didn't really know you needed in your life. Just a warning, it's not safe for work, you guys. So we're gonna have to show you this edited emoji version. The photographer captioned it, "Get off my chair." I think he meant "Get off my chair." Liam Payne. Hashtag Berlin. Hashtag coming soon. Let's just say we're not mad about it, and if you guys read the comments, neither is anybody else. So basically, nobody can deal.
All I'm wondering is what coming soon means, because I need to know right now. But Justin Bieber is talking about, you know, the next phase of his and Hailey's love, and it might just be babies. Justin Bieber is reportedly looking forward to daddy dates in the future with his future daughter. Posting this cute pic of him and Hailey to Instagram at Disney World, he wrote, "Love dates with you, baby. One day I'll be doing daddy-daughter dates, not hinting at anything soon. I'm not in a rush. I just want to enjoy you by yourself for a while." Hashtag Disney World. That is such a weird thing to say. It's just awkward, but like cute, I guess, whatever.
I know. Speaking of, well, I guess it is kind of cute if you call $1 million cute or call it kind of amazing, but Bad Baby has basically inked a deal for $1 million. According to new documents obtained by TMZ, Danielle Bregoli, Bad Baby, signed a $1 million exclusive songwriter and co-publishing agreement on June 12th. I mean, the Cash Me Outside girl is basically so cashed up, it's just like, it's... That is the end of the final rundown. That was like a really soft...
That was such a sweet, like, alarm. I think Emil's alarm was like terrifying.
Aggressive, yeah. And it's
I like that alarm.
Yeah, it's not that... Well, that was the end of the final rundown.
That's good. So, you know what? Stopping on Bad Baby is a good place to stop, if you ask me.
I agree. All right, so this is the end of the show. We've got to ask questions. Do you have a question? I'm thinking... I mean... I want to know what your thoughts are on the whole Taylor Swift Shake It Off performance. I feel like it's so obvious, but do you have any other ideas or any other thoughts about that performance? Do you think she wasn't really aiming it at Scooter Braun because that's like too obvious?
Yeah.
Or do you have any other opinions? Let us know in the comment section below.
Is it my turn to ask a question?
Yeah, you have a question.
Oh yeah, I do have a question.
Okay.
I want to know if you guys are still on board with this whole possibility that Shawn and Camila are dating, and if you think that him talking about love means anything. I vote no. Just gonna say that right here. I think they're the best of friends ever in the entire world, but I don't think there's any romance between them.
So you think it's all like for the cameras?
No, I don't even think that. I think they're just like best friends. Like they can hold hands and love on each other like best friends.
They like hang out at 5 a.m. in diners and like canoodle on each other.
You know what? In high school, all
true.
of my guy friends were like, I was super close with them. I used to have sleepovers with my guy friends.
Yeah,
so like
I
I was like always one of the boys in high school, and I just feel like, doesn't Camila kind of strike you as somebody who would have tons of guy friends?
Yeah, and I think you're right, because when I
know each other for
saw
forever.
their brunch dates as well, like I feel like, why haven't we seen an actual photo that's so obviously them kissing? Like there was the one with the cactus where are they kissing? Are they not kissing? Yeah, I mean, look, I think you kind of may be right, but I just don't want to believe it. But anyway, you guys, we want to hear what your thoughts are. Please let us know in the comment section below. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. This was fun, Sinead.
This was fun. I needed to wake up, so I really appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
All right, you guys, before you go anywhere, why don't you catch up on yesterday's DHR? We have so much great news, and all you need to do is click right here.
Do it, and then make sure after you watch yesterday's DHR that you hit the subscribe button, which is somewhere over right there.
Because
Just hit it.
you want to subscribe, right?
Yeah,
they want to
because-
subscribe.
Yeah, because we're awesome.